Which trigonometric function is shown in the graph? Just based on the general shape, I'm going to go with cotangent function. Notice that the asymptote here is at x equals 0. There's another one at x equals pi over 2. So I'm going to say the parent function is f of x equals a cotangent of x. But then we need to apply any transformations. Now the first thing I notice, the period is only pi over 2. That means there's going to be a horizontal shrink by 1/2. Now also notice that the key point that's halfway between the 0 and the asymptote is only at 1/2 for the y. It should be at 1. That means there's a vertical shrink by 1/2. So this cotangent function is shrunken by 1/2 in both directions. So how do you apply those transformations to the parent function? Well, you're going to have f of x equals, now the vertical shrink by 1/2 means you're multiplying the cotangent x by 1/2. Now the horizontal shrink by 1/2 means you're multiplying the input x by 2. So there's your function, f of x equals 1/2 cotangent of 2x. Now I'm going to graph it on the calculator just to verify. So I'm going to put 0.5 for the 1/2, then divided by the tangent of 2x, close parentheses, and graph. And in my calculator, still in the trig zoom, that means the distance between each dot is pi over 2. The period here is pi over 2, which matches the graph. And also, it's hard to tell by looking at the graph, but this is shrunken vertically by a factor of 1/2. Okay, so here's our function. F of x equals 1/2 cotangent of 2x. And I just want to emphasize that when you're working on these, you want to confirm your conclusion by graphing on your calculator and see if that can help you feel confident in what you're doing.